Thank you for joining Special Education, a different way of thinking. Let's give all praises to the King of the universe, Yahweh is his name, Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Today we would like to talk about what's going on here in the daughter of Babylon, also known as United States of America, the fall and the destruction. So we have Trump in office, which is the Most High servant to help haste this thing, speed it up to destroy it. And as we can see that he is starting enemies all throughout the earth with all these different countries.
We are over the shock of the American betrayal, but we should never forget the lessons. We have to look out for ourselves.
It was just a few months ago that Justin Trudeau had resigned in disgrace and the Liberal Party was down 24 points.
Putting tariffs on imports and exports, trying to do a great reset economically for this country, thinking that he can help bring it back to what it was once, a powerful country that ruled all the nations of the earth. But the creator of the earth has risen to destroy this place and judge it for all the wickedness that it has done, as the scriptures have prophesied. And we can see that the Most High said that the United States of America have made all the countries drink from its red wine to make them drunk. And with that, it will cause total destruction for the United States of America, which all the nations of the earth will turn against it and point their bows at this country. As prophesied in this book, the Most High said, all these countries will come against America. Even its mother, England, will turn its back on America. And with that being said, let me get into the scriptures so we can see exactly what's going on. We're going to line these scriptures up to the current events that's going on here and all throughout the earth. I will start with Jeremiah 50. The word of Yah spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. And this is not talking about the Babylon, which is current day Iraq back then. It's talking about Babylon today, United States of America. So if you read Isaiah 13:14, Isaiah 47, Jeremiah 50 and 51 will break down the destruction of the United States of America and everything that's happening and everything that will happen. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set the standard, publish, and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols is confounded, her images are broken in pieces. And that go in correlation with Isaiah 47, when he said, let me jump over here real quick so I can read it to you. Isaiah 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For you shall no more be called tender and delicate. Take the milestone, the grind mill, uncover thy lock, make bare thy leg, uncover thy thigh, pass over the river. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet you as a man. So what's being said, the Most High got judgment on the United States of America right now, and he put Trump into office to show you the characteristics of America, how wicked it is, how bullified it is.
The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing.
All the terrible things that this nation has been built off of, he exposing it right before our eyes. Just like he said, he's uncovering it right now, pulling the covers off. he said, I will not meet you as men meet you. So that right there excludes the so-called idol, JC, Jesus, whatever y'all want to call him. Because he's not going to meet you as men meet you. He's coming in fury and vengeance to destroy this place. And as we read further down, he said he will destroy this country in one day, from the Atlantic to the Pacific. All these countries will come together and nuke this place. It's happening right before our eyes. As we can see that the United States is creating all these enemies throughout the earth. Let me jump back over to Jeremiah 50 so we can finish up what I was talking about. For out of the north there come a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both men and beasts. And when he said a nation coming from the north, as we can understand in this book how the Creator created the earth on a flat disk surface, and if you understand how the flat disk surface earth is made, Russia will be on the north side of America. That's why he said a country from the north will come and destroy, along with its allies, the BRICS nations, China, Iran, so on and so forth. In those days, in that time, said of Yah, the children of Israel shall come, and they and all the children of Yahudah, Judah, together, going and weeping, they shall go and seek Yah, their power. As we see America falling, economically, structurally, it's getting hit from every angle that you can possibly hit it from. America's broke, it don't have any money. So all they do is run to the printer and keep printing this worthless paper to try to keep this thing going, which only implode this thing from the inside. And when he's saying the children of Israel, us, we are going to go through a very hard time, like he said in Daniel chapter 12, the first and second verse. There will be a trouble like there was never a nation before. We're about to go through it. But he said Jacob will be saved out of this trouble. The ones who want to serve the Creator and so serve him with all our heart and all our soul. And just like we have people here that love this country, know nothing about the Creator, and don't want to know nothing about the Creator, they're going to die in this country. Just like the times when we coming up out of Egypt. They didn't want to go out to the wilderness when they seen the Creator work his mighty hand to save them from slavery. Now we still in slavery, but we in a mental slavery, a digital slavery that we don't even recognize. And a lot of people are like, I'm not going to no Jerusalem, I'm not from there, so they're gonna choose to die here, which that's between them and the Creator. I wish all of us would return to the Creator and see his glorious hand, because the children of Israel, he gonna make us back top of the food chain. And why wouldn't you want to see that glorious power? Why would you choose this demonic system over choosing the Creator? The red pill, the blue pill, the blue pill, the red pill. Which one you going to take? They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to Yah in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to astray. And I touched on this on a previous video when I said in Isaiah 3. If you haven't watched it, go watch the Isaiah 3 video that I have made. I will drop a link below for you guys to check out that Isaiah 3. It's very important what's going on right now. I'm talking about the children and the women and these so-called pastors and leaders that cause us to steer away from the Creator. Just like he just said in here in verse 6, he said the shepherds had caused them to go astray, aligning their pockets about the mighty dollar, don't care about the people, because you don't supposed to be paying no tithes to nobody. The priesthood is not even set up. We pay price to the Levites, because they don't have an allotment. They belong to the Creator, so that's their allotment. When you pay tithes, it goes to the storehouses and it goes to the Levites, because they don't have no land like the other 13 tribes, well, the other 12 tribes, shall I say. They have turned them away on the mountain. They have gone from the mountain to the hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All that found themselves have devoured them. And their adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yah, the habitations of justice, even Yah, the hope of their fathers. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goats before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come against Babylon an assembly from great nations from the north country. What I just said, he said he's going to get all these nations to come against America to destroy this place. You guys got to get a grip on what's going on. Y'all see y'all sitting around here worrying about your 401ks and your stocks and bonds, which ain't nothing but a Ponzi scheme, fake money anyway, Social Security, all that. You ain't gonna have no Social Security. All this stuff is fit to disappear. Y'all study word about, this is the Great Reset. We need for the stocks and bonds to collapse before we can reset and build again. Never in time has it been a nation that these things have went on. So you guys got to really understand what's going on according to what the Creator said with his prophecy. He prophesied all this, just like he said in Isaiah. Think Isaiah 52. Nothing returns to him void. What comes out of his mouth is going to be fulfilled. America is falling. It's being destroyed. You guys got to understand, get away from the stocks, the bonds, the banking system, all that stuff, and turn to the Creator, because your silver and your gold can't help you. Only your knowledge and wisdom and your obedience will help you pass under the rod. I'm praying that you guys do. They shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as the mighty expert men. None shall return in vain. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All the spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yah. Because you were glad, because you rejoiced, O you destroyers of my heritage, because you has grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. They have got rich off of us. They have got powerful off of our oppression.
No. It means I finally love us enough to stop begging for scraps from a table we built but never welcomed to. See, the Bible told us about this, yet we hop, skip, and jump over the fact that Deuteronomy 28, 43, and 44 already said it. It says, the stranger shall rise above you high, and you shall come down low. They shall lend to you, but you shall not lend to them. And this is exactly what has been happening for 400 years plus years. We built houses, businesses, schools, and they took them and taxed them to death. But beloved, there's hope, because Deuteronomy 30:3 also says, and Yah will turn your captivity and have compassion upon you, and will return and gather you from all nations. So yes, I welcome segregation, because restoration is already in motion. And I want y'all to understand this. We are not asking for more, we're building. See, we were never given anything from you all. I'm not asking to sit at somebody's table anymore. See, I'm trying to go along with scripture and build my people, gather my people, not because they are more melanated, but because we need to know that we serve the Most High and that He's going to take care of us, because separation was never our curse. It was our covenant. And now it's our strategy. It says to come out from among them, be ye separated.
And you think these people care about you? They don't. They're the robbers of our people. Just like it said in Isaiah 42. They're the robbers of our people, our heritage. They robbed us for our heritage to act like they're the chosen people that which they are not. And when you go over there and read Isaiah 14, it'll tell you that they're not the chosen people. By when we return to Jerusalem, there's going to be peace. It's not going to be war. They've been in the land since 1947, 1948, since the state has been established. They've been over there before then, 1897, when William Crowdy Saunders started teaching in New York that we were the chosen people. 1897, Theodore Hertz and the Zionist movement started moving their people back into Jerusalem when they found out that the seal came off the book. And what Daniel 12, when he said, Daniel, seal up the book till the time of the end. So the seal had been off the book since 1896. We were waking up because we were cut off to not know who we were and where we were from. And these Edomites, Jews, got wind of that, and that's when they start pushing the people back into Jerusalem to act like they're fulfilling this prophecy of being the chosen people. And they've been over in the land as a state since 1947, 1948, somewhere up in there. And it's nothing been but destruction and war since they've been there. No peace. No peace at all. No righteousness at all. The third and final temple, Ezekiel 40 to 48, has not been built. When we return, we have to go in, destroy all the idolatry in Jerusalem, the mosques, the Dome of the Rock, all the churches there, so we can build this third and final temple, as Yah has prophesied in Ezekiel 40 to 48. When we return, that will happen. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. So she's talking about England. England is the mother of America. We can see that in so many different ways. BP gas station. And if you do the history, you'll understand exactly who really runs America through the Edomite family. Behold, the hittermost of the nations will be a wilderness, a dry land, a desert. Because of the wrath of Yah, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be woefully desolate. Everyone that go by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about, and all you bend the bow. Shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yah. Now we talking about the destruction of the daughter of Babylon, what I just said. So let me jump over here to Isaiah, I think it's Isaiah 47 or Isaiah 13. Let me check real quick. All right, Isaiah 47. I'm going to start at verse 7. And you said, I shall be a lady forever, so that you did not lay these things to heart, neither did remember the latter end of it. Because it was prophesied to them what was going to happen to America. They had the prestige book before they started taking things out and add things in. They got the correct book. This book has been tampered with. That's why the Most High tell you, do not put no confidence in a friend or a guide, meaning this book. You go to him and he will give you the spirit and the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to really see what's going on in this earth. Therefore, hear now this, you that are given to pleasures, that dwell carelessly, that say in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Talking about they'll reign forever. They're the most powerful country in the world. That's what they say. In all actuality, we know that's not true. But these two things shall come to you in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon you in perfection, for the multitude of sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. In one day, like I said, this country will be destroyed. So you got to know how to put this thing together like a puzzle, going from Jeremiah 50, 51, Isaiah 47, Isaiah 14, Isaiah 13. And I'm probably going to do a 2-3 part on this because this is a very important big chapter that's going on right now. I'm back in Jeremiah verse 15. Shout against her round about. She has given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For is the vengeance of Yah. Take vengeance upon her, as she has done and doing to her. Cut off the sower from Babylon, him that handled the sickle in the time of harvest. For the fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. Meaning that there is no such thing as an indigenous people to this land. Everyone in this land, as we'll say, has come from the eastern side of the world. That's why he said every man flee back to his own land, his own country. We don't flee. We are the chosen people. The Most High is coming to get us and taking us back home. And he's going to lead us home, just like if you go read Exodus 23, when he said his angel will be before Moses then. Do not make him mad, because he won't have compassion and mercy like I will. He will destroy. Probably going to be similar to that type of movement coming up out of here. There's going to be two movements on the second Exodus. Two movements. You can go read that in Isaiah 11. He said, I will return the second time. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria had devoured him. And the last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, has broken his bones. So we got taken out and split. We got taken out in, I think, 722 BCE, somewhere up in that area. And then the king of Babylon came in 604 BCE to take the first movement of our people out to Babylon, into captivity. So we've been split as a nation since Solomon passed away, and I think that's 930. Solomon reigned 40 years, from 970 to 930, when he took the tribes and tear the cloth and gave one to Solomon's son, Rehoboam, and the other one to Jeroboam. So we haven't been a complete nation as a complete people for a very, very long time. 930 BCE. That's a very, very long time. We right here, people. We right here to be in a complete nation again, and we will reign forever. Just have patience. Turn to the Creator. Get away from your wicked ways. I'm working on getting rid of my wicked ways. I'm still work in progress, and I've been in this thing 17 years strong. 17 years the Most High been grooming me, and that's just baby steps. Just think, Moses got groomed for 40 years before he even went back into Egypt to get the people, and did another 40 years coming up out of Egypt. So we don't think things don't happen overnight with the Creator. It's a process. It's like how he groomed Dawid to be a great mighty warrior, to kill all the nations and remove all these nations from the land, to devour them. Just like he killed the bear, killed the lion, killed Goliath. He was just a teenage boy, not even knowing that he was being prepared to go kill all these mighty men. That's how the Creator worked. He groomed you. Here a little, there a little. Precept on precept, line up on line. It's like going into the Atlantic or the Pacific Ocean trying to drink all the water at once. No, it don't happen like that. They give it to you bits and pieces. And the more you turn to the Creator, the more he turns towards you. I will bring Israel again to his habitation, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. In those days and in that time, said up Yah, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, there shall be none. And the sins of Judah, they shall not be found. I will pardon them who I reserve. So right now is the time to turn to the Creator so he can pardon all your sins. We got to quit drinking. We got to quit smoking. We got to quit lusting. We got to get rid of these sex demons. I'm working on a lot of that stuff myself. I just recently had a drink, and the Most High made a fool of me in front of a whole lot of people. Put a spirit on me, made a fool up on me. And I know that I don't supposed to be doing these things. These are the type of things that he do. It will make a mockery of you when you try to represent him and do something that go against him. And I'm glad that he corrected me with love and not his anger. Because he could have let me go on and be a heathen and I cannot have a care in the world, and I will keep going down that road. But I'm glad he corrected me with love and not thy anger. Jeremiah 10. Go up against the land of America, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekah. Waste and utterly destroy them, said of Yah, and do according to all that I have commanded you. And the sound battle is in the land of the great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation of the nations? And I just said, most powerful nation in the world, not no more. He is broken. And we see that it's in all disarray right now. I have laid a snare for you, and you are also taken, O Babylon, and you waste not aware. You are found, and also caught, because you have strived against Yah. Yah has opened his armor, and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation, for this is the work of Yah of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the outermost border. Open her storehouses, cast her up as heap, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for the day is come and the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of Yah our power, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done, do unto her. For she has been proud against Yah, against the Holy One of Israel. This is not a game. Nuclear war is coming to America to destroy this place in one day. They're going to light this place up. Pay attention to what's going on in the world, people. It's getting very hot and it's getting very dangerous. Tornadoes, floods, earthquakes. As he prophesied that all these things will happen. We living in the time of Noah, and all I can see is people want to party and turn up, and this ain't the time. We need to return to the Creator and be obedient, be disciplined. Jeremiah 50, verse 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets. Talking about the people in the army. You got your kids in the army? Get them out. They're going to die. And all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said up Yah. Behold, I am against you, and you most proud, said of Yah of hosts. For the day is come, the time that I will visit you, and the most proud shall stumble and fall. None shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all around him. Thus said of Yah of hosts, the children of Israel, the children of Judah, are pressed together, and all that took them to captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. It's like I said, we're in captivity. This is not a natural state for us. Every habitat has its natural state, and you're supposed to be where your natural state is. We are desert people, Afro-Asiatic. We're from Western Asia. Our grandfather Abraham was from Ur of the Chaldeans. That's where he was originally from. And then the Most High said, come on, let me lead you to the land of Canaan, the promised land. He went out on faith, not knowing what he was doing. And he became one of the most powerful men that ever touched this face of this earth. They refused to let us go, because once we get back into our divine order, the earth will run smooth like it's supposed to run. Once we in place, we are out of place. That's why the world's in chaos right now. We in captivity because of our iniquities, sins and transgressions towards the Most High. Because we want to be like all the other nations, like we are now. We got a power like none other. None other. That's why Moses said, once we start to return to this book and start to do it, all these nations will look at us like, wow, why are they so powerful? They got a creator like none other. And they gonna want to come serve our creator also. We got to turn back to these laws, statutes, judgments, ordinance, and commandments, and do these things. All the law. Deuteronomy 30. We got to do all this law. Not pick and choose what we're going to do, because you won't survive. The Most High is not playing with us right now. He don't deal with us partial. He don't deal with us partially. Go read Malachi chapter 2. He tell you about us dealing impartial with him, partial with him. What he would do to us, what he has done to us in front of all the nations of the earth. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, said of Yah, upon the inhabitants of Babylon, upon their princes, upon her wise men. As we can see, he took all the understanding out of them, like he said in the 1 chapter Obadiah. They don't have a clue what they're doing or why they're doing it, but it's at the hand of the Most High. They're thinking they could save this place. But if you go over to Isaiah 13 and Isaiah 47, it'll tell you that this place can't be saved. It can't be saved. It's over with. America is fallen. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon her horses, and upon her chariots. And what he means by the sword is upon her horses and her chariots, he's talking about the vehicles. Not having any microchips, not having any cars on the car lot, having all these recalls. The cars in America are trash. We got more foreign cars being driven in America than you do American-made cars. American-built cars are trash. A sword is upon them, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. As we can see, an economic collapse happening right now. Everybody worried about their 401ks and buying crypto and stocks and bonds and all that. America is broke. It's falling. Whatever you had in there, you should have recovered out of there. If you had a chance to get it out of there now, you better get it, because you're not getting it back. Like people say, oh, just let it still happen, it'll go back up. No. No, it's not happening like that. Judgment is up on her. It's time. Our 400 years in captivity is up. So the Most High inflicting wounds all throughout America. America is fit to be destroyed. Read these chapters. He's telling you exactly what's going on. Y'all crying about all these rebuilding America. Why would you want to rebuild this place? It ain't never been good for us. Make America great again. For who? For who? Definitely not us. The more we see America fall, we should start rejoicing even more, because that when we're going back to the top. Go read Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 through 14. It tells you, when we obey this law, all the good we have. We living through Deuteronomy 15 through 68 right now. 15 through 68. Go read that and see if it don't fit our description of what we're going through right now here in the daughter of Babylon, also known as United States of America. Then he says, sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. America's broke. They finna go run and try to print some more money, messing with it. They finna run and try to go print some more money, some worthless paper, try to lower the interest rate. It's gonna be in total chaos here in 1 second. And I'm glad it's happening. I'm glad it's happening, because I want to go home. I want to serve the Creator. I want to meet the Creator. We're gonna hear his voice for the first time ever. How amazing is that? A drought is up on her waters. As we can see, he drying up all the pools, all the lakes. Go out to some of the western states and see how the lakes are all dried up. Talking about water use and things of that nature. For this is a land of graven images, and they are mad upon the idols, religions, wood and stone, the Grammys, the Oscars. They're all idols. And you go put them in the trophy cases and worship these things like you have really accomplished something. Mad upon your idols. And this is just the beginning. We ain't seen nothing yet. Therefore, the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell there, and it shall no more be inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. So it's telling you that there's nobody that's indigenous from this land. Everybody came over here through some form, whether it's through Russia, whether it's through ships, some way. No one is indigenous to this land. That's why he said, every man flee, go back to your own land. This land will be destroyed and will never be inhabited again. Never. As Yah overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, said of Yah, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. People, behold, a people shall come from the north, a great nation. Many kings shall be raised. Many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. So he's talking about this great nation from the north, Russia and its allies. We know the earth is a flat plane. So if you go look at the UN map on how they got the earth, you will see Russia and its allies is north of the daughter of Babylon, United States of America. And all its allies is going to get together and destroy this place. Isaiah 47, and one day in its perfection. Matter of fact, let me go over there and read it real quick. Isaiah 47, verse 7. And you said, I shall be a lady forever, so that you did not lay these things to heart, neither did you remember the latter end of it. There, because it was prophesied what was going to happen to America. They have the pristine book before they took all the things out of it and put all the other stuff in. That's why the Most High said, do not put a confidence in a book or a friend. We seek the Most High for all knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This book is just a guide. We don't put no trust in it because it has been tempered. It's like they took his name out and replaced it with Lord, God, so on and so forth. Therefore, verse 8, Isaiah 47. Therefore, hear this now. Therefore, hear this now. You that are given to pleasures, that dwell carelessly, that say in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Talking about I'll never be destroyed. Haughty. Haughty, very haughty. Thinking very proud. A bully. Like they bully all these other nations, do what I say, or we'll come over there and destroy you and kill you. Get your leaders out of there and put our dictators in place. Our paid agents that's going to do exactly what we say. But these two things shall come to you in a moment, in one day. Loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon you in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thy enchantments. They're going to nuke this place from the Atlantic to the Pacific in one day. Tear this thing up. It will never be inhabited again, which we just read in Jeremiah 50. So let me jump back over in Jeremiah 50 and finish this up. All right, so Jeremiah 50, verse 42. They shall hold the bow in the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Everyone put in array, like a man to the battle against you, O daughter of Babylon. The king of Babylon had heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs of a woman in travail. Behold, he shall come up like the lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong, but I will make them suddenly run away from her. Now right now, he's talking about the Jews, Israelis that's over in the Holy Land right now. He's going to make them suddenly run up out of Jerusalem and get judged in their land south of the Dead Sea. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? Who will appoint me the time? And who is the shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yah, that he hath taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he hath purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of taking Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. So when this place be destroyed, it's going to be heard throughout the whole earth. We're going to feel the whole earth shake when this place is destroyed. Wherever we may be on this earth, witnessing this destruction. This destruction is going to be like none other. And everybody know that the Creator has got his hand on it, destroying America. You're fit to see something mighty, powerful, that we have never seen ever. Not even a movie will give us a description on what's going to happen. So I pray and I beg to you all, find Yah within your heart, find Yah within your soul. Be obedient, be disciplined. That's our only way out. Your money can't save you, your silver, your gold can't save you. Nothing can save you but your obedience. This is part 1. I will finish part 2, 3, 4, whatever it takes me to get this done, so you guys can have a better understanding. He said, I do no hidden things without letting my servants, the prophets, know first. He's raising people up like me and many others throughout the earth that is anointed by Yah, Isaiah 61, to teach this book the correct way. And with that being said, Hallel Yah. Blessings to all.